survive this time of year, and they decided to make maple syrup. And what they did was they would get their sap out of the maple tree, but they didn't just use a maple tree to get their sap. They would use the bark of a birch tree to put it together and hold that sap in there. They would use parts of a cedar tree to tie that bark together to keep it into a hole to help collect the sap. So they were pretty creative in terms of using a lot of natural resources to help them get their maple syrup. So once they collected their sap, they would put it out in a hollow log just like that one. Now once we have our sap, we know we have to boil out all that extra water to get it down to the sugar. So how exactly are they going to boil down this sap? Can we put the hollow log on top of the fire? No, that's not going to work. The log is just going to burn. There goes all of our sap. That doesn't work. So what they decided to do was they decided to put the fire into the log. Oh, does that sound interesting? Yeah? Alright, I'll tell you this little secret. So, what they did, they put their nice rocks into those fires. And they would get those rocks nice and hot. And once those rocks were nice and hot, they would transport them into their log, and all that water would soon evaporate. And they would keep doing that until it started to look like maple syrup. So I'm going to show that for you guys right now. Alright, we got a nice hot rock, and let's watch the magic happen. Whoa, that's pretty cool, isn't it? So you can imagine that hot rock is going in there, and it's boiling away all that extra water that we don't want. Because remember, that sap only has 3% sugar, and we have to boil out all that water to get it down to 66% sugar, which represents our maple syrup. That's quite a lot of water to get rid of. So this process took them quite a while. You can imagine this whole log would be full of rocks. They would be transporting them back and forth, because once it started to cool off, it wasn't doing anything. They would move it back into the fire, move it back to the log, back and forth, back and forth. So how long did you think this would take them? How long do you think it would take to make maple syrup this way? Shadow, how many hours you guys think?
48.
48 hours? That's 2 days? How long do you guys think? 4 hours?
70.
24, you said the magic number. It took them a whole day to make maple syrup. That's 24 hours. That's quite a while. But you guys like your maple syrup. You've had it. Do you really like it so much that you spend 24 hours making it? Yeah, it's definitely worth it. And at this time of year, it was really special because they really needed that food in order to survive. So they would spend all the time in the world to make their maple syrup. Alright, let's get this rock back in our fire. Get it nice and hot again.
Ooh, that's cool.
Alright, keep it nice and toasty. Perfect. Does anybody have any questions about this stuff? Yeah? Sorry? Yeah, so that's some of the sap that we've actually collected from our trees here. So we're still trying to make it look like maple syrup, but we're getting there. Alright, we're going to head up to our next stop, where we're going to step back 200 years ago and see how they did it back then. So follow me to the next one.
It's this way. Are you okay?